In this video, I'm going to go over how to bring in more clients and members to your gym using digital marketing. And there's really four things that we need to focus on, four assets that we need to build over time that will help you bring in more people from the internet. And I'm going to go over those four things with you today. These are the same four things that I help my clients to master to create a really great foundation so that they can bring in customers consistently from the internet. Now, if you're not familiar with me yet, my name's Dan Martini. I run One Stop Revenue here in Boston, Massachusetts. We've worked with over 200 fitness locations across the country, helping them to grow and scale their businesses. And I'm going to show you exactly what I show my clients to master so that you can kind of take these and apply them to your business right away. So let's dive into each one by one, and go through them in as much depth as I can so that you can kind of use this information as soon as possible. So first things first, the first kind of asset that you have to focus on when it comes to digital marketing or getting customers from the internet is organic posts. All right, so these posts could be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it might be, but you want to create organic posts. Organic basically just means free posts, so you're not putting any paid dollars behind them. It's just a post that you post on the internet. All right, number two is ads. Ads are the thing that will turbocharge your digital marketing and get results instantly. So posts can sometimes take a while to build momentum. So sometimes we're talking about a month, 3 months, 6 months to really start to gain momentum with organic posts. But ads, they literally work instantly, overnight. Okay. Number three is your profiles. Now, when I talk about profiles, I'm talking about your Instagram profile, your Facebook profile, your business profiles, not your personal profiles, but your business social media profiles. This is where you can post content. This is where you have reviews on the page, all of that stuff, right? The fourth and final asset that we really should focus on is your website, all right? This is the thing that will convert people into new leads. And when I say a lead, I'm talking about someone's name, phone number, and email address so that you can contact them to book an appointment to come in for a trial or membership or whatever. So let's dive into each one of these one by one in a little bit more depth. So posts, what do we want to focus on when it comes to posts? Well, we want to make sure that the posts that you're putting out there are valuable. So we want to provide some type of value in all of the posts that we put out there. So whether you're helping them with tips or tricks with workouts or nutrition, whatever it might be, we really want to make sure that we're providing some type of value that they can take away and actually apply, and really kind of helping them for free, right? We're doing a little bit of goodwill here where we put some lessons out there, some tactics that they can take and utilize right away to see just a little bit of a result, right? We just want to give them a taste of what it's like to work with you. So that's what the posts should have in there. We also want to include things like insights. So things like trends in the industry, things to avoid, things to new concepts that are coming out in the fitness world, because the fitness world is constantly changing, whether it's with nutrition or styles of workouts and things like that. There's constantly new kind of fads, if you will, that are constantly coming out. So we want to be kind of the authority in the industry, right? That trusted advisor to show people what to avoid and what not to avoid, right? So insights is really important. Also, visuals. We want to have all of our posts have some type of visual appeal so that people get stopped in their tracks, right? People are scrolling through Instagram or scrolling through Facebook or whatever. We want to make sure that we're stopping people in their tracks with good visuals. So how do we do that? Well, you can either use photo or video. What I would do is I would use something like canva.com. And this is a little website that you can go to and you can make your visuals look better. So if you take pictures on your iPhone or even with like a professional camera, you can take those photos, upload them to Canva, and just make them look better, make them a lot more engaging so we can stop people in their tracks when it comes to your posts, right? The other thing to think about is like, how often should we be posting? Well, the reality is your posts really only reach about 5 to 10% of your audience. Okay, so if you have 100 people that are following your page, about 5 to 10 of those people will actually see your posts. So it's not a whole lot. That's why we have to be consistent so we can touch people when they're actually using the platform. So what I would suggest is posting 3 to 5 times per week. And if you can post more than that, the more the merrier. You're not going to bother anybody. You're not going to be in anyone's feed too many times or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that at all. Okay? The second thing that we want to focus on is ads. All right? When it comes to ads, I think you should be running ads 24/7. Never stopping. Why? This is the most consistent and reliable way to get people to look at your business. Right? So it's very controllable, very consistent, and it's kind of like a lever, right? So if you want more leads, if you want more traffic, if you want more trials and members, all you need to do is turn that lever on and your ads will start producing that for you. So when it comes to ads, a couple things to keep in mind. The same thing is true with your posts. You really want to have great visuals, because this is also going to stop people in their tracks, because we are fighting against other companies who are also advertising. So we want to make sure our visuals are the thing that stops people in their tracks when they're scrolling through on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, right? So visuals are super important. I would recommend that everyone starts with photos and not videos. So start with photos. They're easy to take. They're easy to test. You can test 20, 30, 40 images and really see what your audience responds to. So I would start with photos. Once you have some good photos that are getting results for you, then you can start worrying about video and things like that. The other kind of very important thing to have on your ads is you always want to have a really great offer. So never run ads unless you have an offer that you can actually provide someone. So whether that's something like a free trial, an LBO. If you're not familiar with what an LBO is, it's a low barrier offer, right? And this is just some low priced trial so people can get their foot in the door at a low barrier, right? We don't want to create big hurdles for people to get over. We don't want to charge, $500 for them to try out your gym, or hey, you can only try out our gym if you take our introductory classes or something like that for $250, right? This is a high hurdle for people to get over. If you want to really grow your business and drive traffic, this is really the way to go. All right. So free LBO, and you could also do something like a challenge. Okay. So those are kind of like the 3 offers that you can put in your ads to get results. All right. The most important thing though is whatever offer you have here, you also want to have it here and here. Okay. So just keep that in mind, because you don't want to have a separate offer on your ads and a different offer on your profile and a different offer on your website. You want to have all of these congruent with each other. Okay, so super, super important. So whatever offer you're advertising, make sure people can find it on your website and on your profile. Okay. All right, now the goal of your ads is, the only goal of your ads is to generate leads. Okay, that's the only goal of the ad. Let me actually make this a little bit smaller so you can kind of see everything here. All right, so that's the only goal of the ad, is to generate a lead. Okay, you can see that. Perfect. All right, so when it comes to how much do we spend on ads, it is an unlimited pit that we could spend money on, okay? But what we want to do is we want to spend approximately, we want to start with about $30 per day, all the way up to about $100 per day. Now, I know $100 a day can seem a little bit intimidating, but once you start to actually get results from your ads, it's not going to be, because what you're going to see is you can turn $1 into $2. And that's the ultimate goal, right? So for every dollar we spend, we make $2. So for every $30 we spend per day, we really want to make $60 out of that 30 that we spend. Now, if you're doing that, if I told you that there was a machine that you could put in $1 and you'd get out $2, it's a no-brainer, right? So what I say with ads is start slow, start with about $30 per day, make sure that you're getting results, and then you can start to scale up how much you're spending on ads from there. Okay? Okay, so once we have started posting consistently on social media, we are running ads on social media to drive traffic and to generate leads. The next thing we want to focus on is your profile. Now, your profile is extremely important, and I'll show you why at the end of this video, because I'll show you kind of how the flow of all of these things go. But when people see your posts or see your ads, it's going to drive a ton of traffic to your profile. And when people go to your profile, they're looking for some specific things. They're looking really for social proof, like reviews, testimonials, and one of the most important things, visuals. They want to know what it's like to be in your business. They want to look at it. So the way I kind of think about your profile is, imagine people were walking through a mall and they kind of come to like a big window, right? What are they seeing inside here? Are they going to see like pull-up bars? Are they going to see, weights on the rack? Are they going to see people, right? Are they going to be seeing coaches coaching clients like this, right? What are they seeing if they walk by your business in a mall and they can kind of peer through the window? That's what you should put in these images, and you want to post those on your profile. All right, so we want to have social proof like reviews, testimonials, and visuals. You can also have things like before and afters, right? People want to see results, like what would they get by doing business with you. All right, the other thing that you really want to focus on is you want to make sure that you have your contact info on your profile. Okay, at minimum, scroll down a little bit here. At minimum, you want to have your website and your phone number. Now, what's going to happen is when people go to your profile, all of this stuff up here is going to sell them on becoming a lead for the offer that they saw on your ad or your post. Right? So it's super important that your website right here has your offer that you're posting about or that you are running ads to on your website also. Okay? Very, very, very important. We want congruency. Super important. Okay? Now, let's talk about the final asset we need to kind of build over time is your website. Okay? Your website is actually very, very similar to your profile. In fact, your profile is a mini website. So the things we want to have on our website are things like social proof. Okay? We want to have reviews, testimonials. Okay? But you can also have things like your about page. You can also have things like your schedule, pricing, etc. Right? So you can have all of that info on your website. But the most important thing is this right here. You want to have the same offer that you have in your ads. All right? So on your website, you want to have the offer that's on your ads. Okay? Super, super important. Here's why, and I'm going to delete all of this really quickly, but here is the main reason why. When it comes to digital marketing, here's the path of how everything works. When you make posts, those posts are going to push people to your profile. All right? When you run ads, two things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to generate leads. Okay? Number two, you're going to push people to your profile as well. All right. Because if what happens is if people see an ad, right, on social media, they are unfortunately bombarded with so many ads these days, they don't know who to trust. And so what they do is sometimes, if they haven't seen you before, don't know who you are, instead of becoming a lead, they're going to go to your profile and want to learn more about your business, right? That's why we want to have social proof, testimonials, pictures of our business in there. All right. And from here, when people land on our profile right here, they're going to get pushed to your website. And so it's really important whether the traffic comes from your posts, your ads, or your profile. We want to make sure that your website is congruent with everything that we're pushing in your ads. So we want to have your offer here. We want to have your offer here as well. Okay, now here's the cool part. You can also make posts that have your offer in it, right? I would say out of every, I would do 1 out of every 5 posts have your offer in it. Okay, so organic posts can have your offer in it too. Ads can have your offer in it. And the other thing is your profile can also have your offer in it, right? So if you look at your profile, and I'll draw this out for just 2 seconds here. Let me delete this. All right, when it comes to your profile looks something like this, right? You have your banner at the top here. You have your logo, your business name, your contact info on the left here, and then posts on the right, right? You can have multiple different posts going down, right? This is what your profile essentially looks like. What you want to do is you want to have your offer here, and you want to pin it. This is a pin here. You want to pin the post to the top of the page. Okay, so what happens is when you make a post, there's 3 little dots on the top right of the post. You can click those dots, pin it to the top of your page right here. So that way, if people come from your ads and they don't become a lead, let's say they don't become a lead, but instead they go to your profile, they can still see the offer here, and your website will be here. So if they click on your website, the website is going to have the offer as well. So this is kind of the trick to digital marketing. We want to make sure that everything's congruent across all platforms, or across all like posts, ads, Facebook, profiles and website. Everything's going to be congruent. And we want to be consistent, right? So this right here is the ultimate consistency, because you can run ads at all times, right? So this right here, ads, the most consistent. This right here is manual labor being consistent. Profiles, the only consistency that you really need to focus on are the things that you post, right? Because those are going to show up on your profile. So you want to have testimonials, social proof, before and after pictures, all that stuff. And then here, this is kind of like a set it and forget it one, right? So your website, once you create your website, you have testimonials and social proof on there. The only thing you need to update is if you change your offer, make sure you change the offer on your website too. Okay. So this right here is how to bring in more clients with digital marketing. You need to have consistent posts, ads running, your profile optimized to make sure you have social proof, your contact info, all of that stuff. And then your website also has to have the offer that you're putting out there with posts and ads. All right. So I hope this kind of give you a good overview on how to kind of bring in more clients using your digital marketing strategy. If you have questions, comment below. I'd love to answer them. Or you can head to our website in the description below, book a call with us, and we'd be happy to help you out and see if we can help you to grow your business also. So like I said, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.